little bitch boy living in Jerry's bait shop. You know the place. Well, anyway, back then life was going and everything was just Pete. Except, of course, for the undeniable fact that every single morning, my sauerkraut would make me a big old bowl of mutton for breakfast. It was driving me crazy. I said to my mom, I said, "Hey, Mom, what's sauerkraut?" And my dear sweet mother, she just died. And she leaned right down next to me. And she chewed off my eyebrows, and then she tied me to the wall and stuck a doo-doo in my mouth and force-fed me nothing but sauerkraut until I cut off my arms and legs with a chainsaw. That's when I swore that someday I would get out of that basement and travel to a magical donut shop where the sun is always shining and the air smells like warm root beer. Well, let me tell you, people, it wasn't long at all before my dream came true. Because the very next day, a local radio station had this contest to see who could correctly guess the number of ukuleles on Leonard Nimoy's butt. I was off by 3, but I still died. That's right, I died. But I still won the first class one-way ticket to You know, I've never been on a real Albanian with them before, and I gotta tell you, it was really great. Except that Albanian with them died. The flight attendants ran out of Dr. Pepper and sauce, and the in-flight movie was don't. And oh yeah, 3 of the airplane engines burned out, and we went through tails, but everybody died! Except for me. You know why? I don't know! So I called some big fat hermaphrodite on my phone. But finally I arrived at the world-famous Holiday Inn with a hermaphrodites are oh so fluffy. Well, I checked into my room and I turned down the and I'm just about to eat that little chocolate mint on my pillow that I love so very, very much when suddenly there's a knock on the door. Well, now who could that be? I say, "Who is it?" They're not saying anything. So finally I go over and I open the door, and just as I suspected, it's some big fat hermaphrodite with a flock of seagulls in his hair. Oh man, I hate it when I'm right. So we got married and we bought us a house and had 2 beautiful children, Superfly. Oh, we were so very, very, very happy. Oh yeah. But then one fateful night, hermaphrodite said to me, "Die!" So I grabbed his leg and he grabbed my esophagus and I bit off his ear and he chewed off my eyebrows and I took out his appendix and he gave me a colonic irrigation. Yes, indeed, you better believe it. Well, to cut a long story short, he got away with my But first I decided to buy some donuts. So I got in my car and I drove over to the donut shop and I walked on up to the guy behind the counter and he said, I said, "You got any glazed donuts?" He said, I said, "Well, you got any jelly donuts?" He said, I said, "You got any Bavarian cream-filled donuts?" He said, "No!" And as luck would have it, that's exactly when I ran into the girl of my dreams. So I cut off her arms and legs with a chainsaw. Anyway, things really started looking up for me because about a week later, I finally achieved my lifelong dream. Yeah, that's right, I got me a part-time job at the Sizzler. I even made Employee of the Month after I put my face on that grease fire. Oh, yeah. I was getting a lot of no. And I see this guy Marty trying to carry a big old Marty up the stairs all by himself. So I say to him, I say, "Hey, you want me to help you with that?" And Marty, he just rolls his eyes and goes, "No, I want you to die." So I did.